duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Welcome to Ballet Mermoni. Welcome to Ballet Mermoni.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Welcome to Ballet Mermoni.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gem.
Bow your head.
Show them. Right now. Emerge. Absorption test. Stand clear.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled.
Animal test 6308. Right here.
Bow your head.
You're open!
Emerge, a sight to behold. Ha, right here. Emerge. Come on now. Stand clear. Animal test 60.
Silence! Bow your head.
Show them.
I wasn't done.
Right here. Right now.
Settle down. Be sanctified. An oversight on my...
That's close enough.
Silence!
Nothing lasts forever.
Where do you think you're...
This is order.
Whoa, Mark 2!
Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head.
Following order.
Finally, some target practice.
Come on out. Right now. Right here.
The tides beckon. Order guide you.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Absorption test.
Spread your wings and raise a storm!
Silent. Right.
Where do you
Show
think
them.
you're going?
Right now. Emerge.
Settle down.
I'm always watching.
Be sanctified.
Now disappear!
Quake!
Adventure!
Boba, get them!
Crumble! Rise!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Crumble! This is order. Quake!
Step right up!
That won't work.
A round of applause! applause!
Cut down. Rise! Let me try that. Crumble! I'm ready!
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Solidify! Order guide you!
I'm going in!
You're toast!
And voila!
Quake!
You'll get frost
Right!
Here comes the finale!
Flash frost!
You can't run!
Step...
Quake!
Everybody stand back!
Frozen!
Crumble! This is order! Stabilize! I see through you!
Chill to the bone! Cold cut platter!
Let's light it up!
Order guide you!
Time for flash break!
Now disappear! A round of applause!
Oh no! Disgusting.
I will have order! Quake!
I'm going in! Here comes the finale! And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Yeah! Everybody stand back! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You'll...
This is order!
A round of applause!
Order guide you! Crumble!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Get out of here!
Rise! This is order!
Here comes the finale!
Nice and spicy! Eat this!
Everybody stand back!
Order guide you! Crumble!
Step right up! A round of applause!
This is order. Gather.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
flight! You shall perish! Shine down!
Water jet! Wipe out!
Take flight!
Coming to art.
Select! Illusion shattered! My apologies! Take flight!
Share my knowledge.
My apologies! Subway swirl! Take flight! Torn to oblivion!
Commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Paimon's just being...
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid... Actually,
don't worry.
to put it simply, but the true... That's right. There are only a few...
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. Even if we took the commission, neither of...
If you're interested in helping, why not stop? Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two.
Wow. But
If we can't find someone to step in, that all our sets, and if we had a way to make...
disband.
Oh, one last... Nobody wants things to just... Yeah, the show just won't...
Got it. We have a clearer... what if...
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know... She's really good at performing and
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her!
Nope.
You're not wrong there. She has... But even if she's still an idol to many people and... Well... Fair enough. I'm sure everyone... Of course.
No point in stress. Besides, things are different now.
Thank you for your help.
Wait, where does Furina actually live?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
It is my duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Woo! Now that we've got the...
Illusion shattered! Take flight!
Bombs away!
Kamisato out! Surrender!
There is no escape!
My apologies!
Now you shall perish!
Make yourselves a move!
Take flight!
So rude! Sakura swirl! Whirling snow!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Take flight!
I can't believe they're...
Try not to worry. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Take flight! Sakura swirl!
Scatter!
Echoing song!
Now escape!
The shell... Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Spring forth!
Go ahead.
Time to
Let the mighty be humble.
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! Take flight! The show begins!
A blade embraces its duty. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Mind the side effects.
Shower me with praise!
Taking the turn for the best. A bitter pill to swallow.
Take flight! Whirling snow!
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
Pay your dues.
Take flight! Sakura swirl! Shower me with praise! Lightning, echo in song!
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effects.
Healthy body.
My apologies. Coming out a lot. Samantha!
The wrong test subject.
Whirling snow! Let the world come on!
Mind the side effects.
Strike a pose!
Taking a turn
Take
for the
flight.
better.
Pay your dues.
Sakura swirl! This is long overdue! Take the shine! Whirling snow! Dangerous! Unthinkable! Let the world collide! My apologies!
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Another test subject.
Whirling snow! Coming Sato! Lightning! Echo in song! Blaze over!
Taking a turn.
Witness my power! Take flight! Time to shine!
Pay your dues.
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! Born of the lightning! Unthinkable! My apologies! How dare you!
Seems like an emergency.
Let the world... Take flight!
Run from death.
A bitter pill. Taking a turn for the better.
wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lived... Not that there's anything wrong with...
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't...
Ah! Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out. I used to have a much... Not at all.
Oh, sounds like you really struggled.
How rude. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know...
Not yet, maybe, but... Let me first be clear that I'm not taking...
Sorry! We're sorry! Yeah! Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very...
Oh? Well, so tell me. I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was one, but given...
How come? It's not
true. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent in centuries of pretending... Of course, that can't be undone now. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play...
Paimon can understand, but... This...
However, if I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself. So I'm not going to perform.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we could... Do you know any other actors who might be...
Nope.
Short and to the point?
I've never, but since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face. Look, I'm sorry.
Well...
Have I not...
It's all right, Furina. Yeah, I guess that's all...
Toodaloo,
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point.
You didn't need to...
And that gives you...
Shortly after... Excuse me.
Sorry, I was just dealing...
Sadly, it's...
I see. You see, our leading...
Oh, right! Sounds like everything... Yeah, she'd be livid.
Jeez, is Lady...
Only joking, despite the fact that we failed to complete...
Look, this is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time... So, are you...
Yes, I share every one of us.
You're right.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello?
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explain, and all before I even had a full grasp of I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon...
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable. I felt very sheepish. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah.
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep I was wondering, if this troop if the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor. Everyone seems so devoted to the troop. I'm sure if you keep chipping away...
We all want to believe that, but everything's been going...
Her name was O'Reilly.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two.
She was a loyal fan of your She rallied many people, or people loved our
And then disaster.
Yeah. None of us know anything about script writing. It's agonizing.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also...
Yes, exactly.
Well, good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by. I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member, but only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most...
We unfortunately...
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun. The law only... What about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to... An interesting answer. Take, for example...
So you just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely... Would you be willing to join me?
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge... Alright.
Ad Astra... Thank you for Ad Astra...
Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. These two over here are the ones that made it possible.
You bet!
You helped bring our director...
Oh, please don't!
So, you were saying...
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's one of our greatest...
Wait, but if it's not finished...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying... The protagonist of this, she longed to... But one day...
So far, so good. A classic tale.
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, we need a proper...
We still haven't decided between a...
By true...
Yeah, but then there's the...
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light And one last thing. The first is Paul, the other is Villemont. He did write to us.
Huh. Although...
What opportunity?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed.
Makes sense. Okay. He went back to Poisson.
I thought the last thing his friend...
Yeah, maybe...
Poisson? Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable. So, allons-y.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me.
You came all the way here for...
All right.
Nice try.
Okay, then.
So, as expected, he's missed...
The ending is even once he's done.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but...
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds Get over here, you!
How are things in Poisson now?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to...
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have pain, and if you...
Thank you for your word, but for now, at least.
It's okay. Which, to avoid upsetting the peace, I told the town it's not a perfect solution.
That's so thoughtful.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go, then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have. I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But...
So that's why you were nervous when they brought...
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of... Still, I felt it was something I had to do. I'd be overjoyed if the people here... Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
What do you mean by that?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll.
We don't mind.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't one after another. People were taken by the water. All those treasured lives, and they thought their god would protect them. They had absolute end all the while. But then the floodwaters finally came. And the Hydro Archon.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only...
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined...
A reward? I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. And believe in the Furina you see on stage. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity. That's what I...
So that's where you were coming from.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. I do. At least the choice is in... All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending.
Sure! Okay, let's head...
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed...
Come on. It's... Anyway, my
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your characters. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you...
Oh no, looks like... We're back! Could you maybe put your
you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have...
Great! See...
Me?
He was originally supposed...
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid.
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness.
Wait, that sounds kind of...
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the it was only after she...
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find, and it was like that, and she took me under...
She sounds like a really incredible...
She really was. I was a lost child, too. The other kids were always picking... One day, I got beaten up.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the...
Yeah. The day you hoped would never come.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle...
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director.
Same here!
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human. She finds love and friendship. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the freshwater to flee the land, as if driven by
Consciousness? You mean the
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, her lover accepts the little Oceanid is accused of being direct.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about... What about if... the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, we waited and we looked for her.
The director was the kindest...
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the...
I've been trying to follow up.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the...
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Because...
What?
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. I did tell her how I felt once. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her. Not that it came as a shock. I said, maybe one day in the future. Well, maybe then she could. And now... So if I'm the one right...
And we've all had our differences of opinion.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to...
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm... Funny you should ask, though.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
As if this journey wasn't...
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to... wait, why are you all looking at me?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's...
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium.
Precisely. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like...
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, indeed.
Aww. Too...
Sorry to leave...
Don't worry,
My apologies! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
This may hurt a little.
Illusion shattered! Take flight! Inazuma shines eternal!
Committed to
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait,
I can explain. We've been...
So, you think knowing the truth about the director... If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not... Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame, but now I've made up my mind. The little Oceanid cannot...
This is why people think of you as not being... As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but so... Anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods, the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't... The merchant was... I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said, but things only... I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed.
Hey, don't say...
You traitor! What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life... How could you be...
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen.
Stay calm. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut.
All I can say is I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back in my life.
Get out of my sight.
That's enough! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with... You keep saying that you...
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the... But in her own... What she wanted. I understand.
Yeah.
So think hard if you really hate each other. But you can't... What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just, if she'd seen Paul...
Really? But she sounded like such...
Of course she was.
I'm truly...
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending.
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. The end of the story needs to focus...
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base, and if you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can...
You really think that's possible?
I trust that no...
No.
Well, we'll...
Come, let's... Add Astro...
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on.
So, this...
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches, too! Looks like they...
Let me take a look. Aha! I found something. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. If we'd had the chance to examine this note...
Lachey took so many lines.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of... wait. It cuts... Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourself.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely... wait... If you become
Isn't that the most important line in the little...
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh!
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what she had their utmost... Let's go.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the...
Even in the last moment...
She did her best. We know what choice her
I will channel all my I won't ask for your...
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After what, if you want to move the audience with your music, and aren't you? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to
Thank you for the vote of...
Then, let's not...
Actually, before that, I'd like to make during the curtain call.
Huh? But that...
After all, besides...
Well, if you're sure you're okay...
Now we're all right. I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean...
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of...
No, that's...
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nerilette. I know just where to find him. Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on... I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, in the past. Maybe it's because I finally become an
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return?
Why would you...
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame.
Haven't I already made myself clear? Nor do I think it is any great shame. This experience, I must admit...
I see. I sincerely hope the show will serve...
Thanks, Nerilette.
You are very...
Everyone, thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, we've had to fight a touching story. Now,
The sooner we can Vilmol and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked.
Wow, you...
Communication is vital to any good performance.
It's amazing. Even though Furina...
Please feel free to give us any...
Hey, Loic, get...
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her.
This guy could be...
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid!
Everyone's really throwing themselves in...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to...
Hey, what's going on? Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it.
I figured whatever it took to get me through this fight.
How could you do this to yourself?
I'm sorry.
You...
Miss Furina? I'd like to make a request.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done.
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest.
Thank you, Miss Furina.
Never mind. No one likes regrets. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by...
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to... What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure. She never once stopped believing in...
Well said. I leave Director...
Here yet?
Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My... wish...
Become human. You can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage? She hasn't been seen for a while now. And she just appeared. Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as...
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully not. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself. Still, I have to admit it felt good to be back.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally...
Yes, I know the rule.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic...
Wait, what about Dolphy?
Oh, let's go check on her.
Yes, if nothing else.
You're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of...
How did the performance go?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic!
That's one. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Even though you couldn't see it through to the...
I've had bad luck.
Blaming your bad luck?
Oh, don't you start. I don't have...
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with...
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe, you could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance,
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off and... What about you, Miss Furina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of...
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will, yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress but for now I want to watch them blossom and wither. I'm sure this is what captivated.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your the more you get out into the world, the more
If a vision is a gift from the god, then I should... It's ironic to think, and now that is...
It is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.